Gather around, kids.
Who wants to learn?
She was like, I think I'm at like a amusement park, and I was like, amusement park? And then she's like, well, there's it's so Florida. Like, I was like, oh, let me guess, there's probably a Cracker Barrel in the, and like right next to it, and it's probably by the turnpike, and it's like golf carts, like a bunch of like putt-putt, and then, yeah, so Florida. My name is Trannika Rex, I'm 27 years old, and I live in Chicago, Illinois, and I'm originally from Florida.
All right, raise your glasses. We like to do a cheers on the show, so here's to honor. Hitting honor, getting honor, staying honor. And if you can't come in her, come on her. Let's party.
I've been doing drag for about 4.5 years. The first time I like told my mom that I did drag, she's like, so is it like a bedroom thing, or is it? I was like, no, this is like a job, like a hobby, like I'm getting paid to do this, but not in bedroom. She's like, that's cool. I don't really perform in drag now. I mean, every now and then I will. It's like a special occasion, everyone comes out, we make a deal out of it, and then I don't do it for another 6 months because like I'm more of like a stand-up comedian. I'm the host, so I'm the one keeping the show together.
Who stops at the last A&W on their way to Milwaukee? Yeah, fuck yeah! Not I. Sorry. You're from Milwaukee? It shows, yeah. That or fucking Schaumburg, I don't know.
I was actually extremely quiet too, which is like not how it is. But I just remember being like, you know, if you need any help hosting or anything, I'd love to help you, and just trying to plant that seed. And then finally something went haywire. The host made a bachelorette cry on stage, and there was just this big debacle. And they were like, you know what, why don't you go up there and maybe try it out? And then from then I just hosted the show, and then I was like, fuck performing, I want to only host. This is Dexter. Model, international party girl, walking buffet. Okay, so I was in drag last night, so I like still have a bunch of stuff here. I still own these shoes. They're so like part of drag is like you have to be like resourceful. So these are from Payless. They're a Christian Siriano collection. I cover them in stones. And then I do this 90s 2000s party. So we have like basically just wear the grossest outfits we can think of, because everything in like the 90s was like so bad. So it's like vinyl hats and like a Von Dutch like skirt that goes like right here. How gross, right? Isn't that gross? Oh, so here's where I keep all my hair. And I should probably come up with a better system, but it's all just kind of like laid up here. It's not very like organized, but it's hard when you do drag like all the time, because even if you're pretty like together, which I think I am compared to like the other people I know, it's still like you have a separate person, you know. There's like padding, hair, shoes, like you're two people, and you wear it on a constant basis. I wear it 3 times a week, so it's always going to be a little bit messy. So yeah, so I mean, as much as I like being on stage, I like to be able to, like I said, curate the shows and promote. I mean, right now I'm kind of like stepping back a little because I feel like my face is on the top of all the things that I work, and I'm kind of like picking out girls that I think need a little push, because I know the back end. I know how to book the shows. I know how to negotiate with the bar. I know how to get a liquor sponsor. Things that a lot of people don't want to do or don't know how to do, and that's just my favorite part of it. So why not?
Hey, what's up? Hi.
They're gonna be filming tonight.
Yeah.
This is Camilla. So yes, how are you?
Good. Hi. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm cold.
No, you're fine. What do you do for work?
I work at a grammar school. Yeah, I work with special ed.
Really?
Yeah.
You know Dixieland Cartwright used to teach special ed.
She told me,
Yeah.
Like the first time I met her here, she told me that. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
I grew up like on 26th Street, where like there's like La Cueva, and like, you know, at night there's like tranny prostitutes that walk down 26th Street. So my mom's like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna go do that? And I was like, no. Yeah, I was like, no. I just want to be cute and like dance in front of people. Who surprised me was my dad, because he like actually like 2 weeks ago was at my place fixing my dry closet because like something had broke, and he was in there just like fixing the shelves. He's like, take your shoes. I'm like, oh.
Is he the one you thought would like take it the hardest?
Yeah. But it was actually pretty easy with him, which is weird.
I think you learn a lot about gender when you start doing drag. I mean, I'm like, I guess a boy during the day, you would say. And you just start thinking more about how you present yourself, because when you're in drag, you are putting on the Ritz and you're thinking like, why am I doing this? Because it's based on what women have been doing for millions of years. So you start to think like, oh, as a boy, I'm doing what I'm doing because other people have established that this is what's normal. So you start to kind of, I don't know, I went through phases where I would just wear leggings and like a skirt or something when I was just not in drag. And then I would be wearing a flannel. I mean, you just kind of like really think about your sexual identity more when you're like presenting as someone else's identity or a caricature of that identity.
Like that, right? Yes.
You know, I've always said that I don't really plan out my future, and that's always like worked out. I mean, I'm just kind of playing it by ear. So if I were to feel like settling down, I feel like in 10 years, I'm probably going to own a bar. And it's going to be a show bar, and it's going to be like drag all the time. And I'll get to curate shows because that's what I love to do. Like, even if I'm not hosting a show, I love to put the show together and curate and push my favorites to the front and, like, you know, kind of be the puppet master because I'm an only child, obsessive compulsive, and I feel like I need to control everything. But I don't know. I'll probably still be drunk at Berlin. It is not that busy. It is the first week in December, and that is not a great time to do drag. So just go up there and pretend like there's 15 people up there instead of 14. So it'll get busier later, I promise. But yeah, so I don't know. Give them their $5 worth. Put your hands in on 3. Anal. 1, 2, 3. Anal. All right, let's do it. You ready?
Eat.
Berlin nightclub, how you guys doing tonight?
The way I feel is sexual.
The way I feel is sexual.